Alright, hello everybody, it's me, Clock, and we're playing Riddle Me Sweets, a, once upon a time, Hansel and Gretel visual novel. Winter winds were as sharp as knives against the skin of the poor woodcutter, heading towards his home in the woods. The small house barely stood, its ashy stones hidden by the white snow. It was no doubt as cold as it was outside on the inside. A famine had settled over this wretched land. The gods did not favor the people who resided in this era. The woodcutter returned back with less money than yesterday. Good sound effects. His wife looked at his pouch of money with scorn. We cannot live like this, Joringel. Did they have to add poor woodcutter, dude? Come on, don't call him out like this. He's just a woodcutter, okay? Do not yell. You will wake the children up. His wife scoffed. It's not a mystery that our lives have gotten far worse than before. Have you even realized that the Hansel and Gretel have barely been getting less than a meal a day? I've been having to put up with their groans and moans of hunger every day. All whilst I haven't eaten properly either. We can barely feed ourselves, much less the children. Damn. Then, what shall we do? The woodcutter looked down in shame, truly helpless. His wife looked upon him. She suddenly had a glint in her eye, like she'd found the answer to their solutions. Alright. Joringel, this pains me to say, but you must take them to the woods and leave them there. The woodcutter stumbles upon hearing this. But a snowstorm is approaching. They will not survive. Then what about us? How will we survive? The provisions we have left will not feed all four of us. We'll finish it faster with those two around. They will die out there. I cannot do it. Then leave them by the road. A stranger may see two shivering thin children and decide to take them in. Maybe they can feed them, something we cannot do. The woodcutters freeze upon hearing this. Somber feelings of guilt and understanding his wife's woes mix within him like a witch's cauldron. Always Germany. With a pained voice, he agrees to do so the very next morning. Oh, not a good dad. There were only so many days before the snowstorm would arrive. Dude, just chop some more wood, bro. What's the problem? Just chop more wood. You're a woodcutter. And which could chuck wood. Sorry, I had to do it to him. A sorrowful morning it was for the two siblings, shivering on the side of the roads. The elder brother, Hansel, had overheard his parents discussing their abandonment. By the way, I did that better than you, chat. I did that way better than you, chat. Upon hearing this, he made a plan of action. Something, including white pebbles. Wait. White pebbles? Let's see. Maybe he painted them. Though upon waking up, he realized he made a fatal error. Truly, Hansel, you are so incredibly smart. Who else would have made a plan of leaving a trail of white pebbles in the middle of a winter on a snowy trail? I was tired. Tired enough to be an idiot, apparently. Look where we are now. About to freeze to death on the side of this. Gosh, can this really be a road? I can't even see the bricks. Yo, bricked road? In the middle of the woods? Hansel sighed. He looked upon the road and there was nothing but snow, and a carriage, and more snow. Carriage? Am I seeing that right? Oh goodness, we're saved. Nice. They were in fact not saved. Oh. I guess we are fallen, but enslaved. Oh, this is a lot worse than Hansel and Gretel's original story. Alright. Gretel? Okay. Gosh, what kind of stain even is this? Years had passed. They had gotten picked up by a woman. Kind of looks like you. Yo. Hansel and Gretel looking good. What the hell? Yo. I can see the witch is feeding them fine, okay? She declared herself the two siblings' new mother and took them back to her bakery. I swear to God, Hansel. Just then, when the siblings thought they had found paradise, they realized one thing. And what is this cackering? That she truly was the wickedest woman alive. Mother! We were working, I swear! Hansel and Gretel scrubbed the floors harder than before, afraid to be punished. Yeah, these are children. What's it to you? What's it to you? The woman glared upon them. No, I don't think they're children anymore, okay? If I return and see that even a speck of dust is to be seen within my establishment and home, I'll have your head shaved. I mean, that's not that bad of a punishment. Gretel flinched, feeling her mother's stare burning on her. Maybe she uses a razor blade. Maybe it's a little bit worse than just a shaved head. Oh god. Maybe she takes some skin off the top too. Hansel looked at his sister's long braids with worry. It was obviously targeted towards her more rather than him. Oh, okay. We'll work hard not to disappoint you, Mother. I expect as much. Regardless, I'll be off to baking now. Disturb me and I'll feed your pinky to the shepherd's dogs. Oh. The woman laughed upon seeing Hansel clench his left hand, which was already missing a pinky. Oh, I see that. Oh my god. She might be a little fucked up. Chat. This is maybe worse than a witch that you can kill. Hansel's left hand patted Gretel on the back. God has forsaken us, Hansel. He hasn't. How can you say that? I'm so sick and tired of that witch. Day and night, she makes us work like dogs and gives us meals worse than horse feed. Gretel. Years we've been here. Not once have we even tasted what real sugar is. Food is abundant around us, and yet we're forced to starve in spite of our hunger. Are you not tired, too? I mean, if she's not a witch, why did you not just murder her? Yeah. I'm just saying, you know, medieval times. Who's gonna stop you? Who's gonna be like, oh yeah, she didn't die from old age? You know? I'm just saying. Old lady, fireplace, bakery fireplace. You know, I'm just saying, you know, one little push and you own a bakery. You own a bakery now. Hansel grits his teeth. His sister's eyes were wet and tears almost escaped his own. I'm loving the goggles though, bro. And just then, when all hope was seemingly lost, a glint of light sparkled within the bakery. Hansel fell backwards, taking his sister down with him. Ah! What is wrong with you? The light, did you see it? The light? Have you gone mad? Are you dying? Yes. I have an hallucination, I'm dying. Despite their yelling, it seemed that their stepmother could not hear them. A strange phenomenon. Pull yourself together, all right? Ah! A large pulse of light swirled into itself. Pink and whites melding together like melting sugar with strawberry syrup. Okay, never mind. We're having a group hallucination. We drank the Kool-Aid. Then it slowly dissolved, and if Gretel wasn't going mad, she was seeing a small... mouse? This fat-ass flying mouse just pops in with a cupcake. Hello. Good goggles, though. I'm loving them. Precious rat, I will keep you alive forever. Small white mouse shaked itself, and small pink butterfly wings arose from its back. That ain't a mouse, that's a rat. That's a fat mouse, okay? The mouse's wings started to flutter, and it floated nearer and nearer to the pair of siblings. Get the hell away from me, though. That's gross. Eek! Gretel hid behind her brother, who seemed to have stars in his eyes. Oh, he's like, I'm gonna eat this shit. I'm gonna eat this. Hansel held his hand out, looking in amazement, as the small mouse landed into his palm, its fuzziness nuzzling into his hand. Oh, that's kind of cute. Gretel, I think it's a fairy. It's not trying to harm me, either. I think God has finally sent his blessings. Fairy? Gretel glanced over her brother's shoulders. I thought they'd be more human-like. Don't offend the fairy. They're magical. They can look however they want. Bro, his shark teeth. Does this mean we can wish for something? Hansel paused for a moment and broke out in a big grin. We can finally be free. You mean we can make her... Gretel shaked Hansel's shoulders. Wish it now. Hansel nodded vigorously before setting his eyes on the mouse fairy. Dearest fairy, we implore you for our help, which is our freedom from our stepmother. Please set us free. The mouse fairy sat quietly. Perhaps it hadn't understood? Gosh, why'd you talk to it like that? Move! Gretel shoved her brother aside and gently held the mouse fairy in her hands. Guys, it's a mouse. You found a mutant. You have to eat it. That's all it's good for, unfortunately. Fairy, please get rid of our stepmother. That is all we ask for. Little mouse fairy seemed to have understood as it perked up and moved to launch itself into flight. Before Hansel and Gretel could say or do anything, the little mouse fairy flew into the kitchen, where the stepmother was about to put the day's breads and pastries into bake. Hansel and Gretel ran after the mouse fairy, just in time to see it flying, concerningly quick towards their stepmother. It's gonna... The little mouse flew straight into the stepmother's back and caused her to topple into the burning oven. Oh. Well, now you own a bakery. She screams and yells as she is burned along with the baked goods she was carrying. Aw, man. What a waste of food. The scene only stopped after the mouse fairy closed the oven door. Oh, this little mouse is a little... I like this mouse even more now. The mouse is based. It's just cute. It's like cheese. The mouse fairy spots the siblings and flies towards them and looks at them expectantly, as if to say, I did such a good job, didn't I? Hansel and Gretel look on at first with shock. That's what I said, though. And then joy. They just didn't have the balls to do it themselves? Unending. Pure joy. Gretel hugs her brother tightly and squeals. We're free! Free! The Wicked Witch is dead. I'll never lose another pinky. How did that old lady wrestle you down for your pinky, bro? How big was this stepmom? What is this, Big Mom from One Piece, dude? How big was this bitch? Goddamn, dude. I won't go bald. Well, Gretel, I mean, give it a few more years and then check in again, okay? We can eat whatever we want. I won't be married off to the farmer. The two siblings danced and jumped and yelled. Though as if the world checked back in with them, their dreamlike joy shattering when they heard the door's bell ringing as it swung open. Anyone there? I'm here to buy. Two siblings freeze and then make eye contact. Throw more food in the oven. Oh gosh. Hansel runs towards the door and peeks through to see the mayor waiting patiently. What do we do? We have to escape before they find Mother's body. You moron. We can't. It's Easter. People are out and about. What if somebody spots us when we escape? We'll be the first suspects. Then what do we do? We'll have to fill in Mother's role. Let's serve whatever she baked and escape tonight. But Gretel... The baked goods. Mother was carrying them before she fell into the... Oh gosh, you're right. What do we do? The little mouse fairy who'd just been eating sugar crystals out of a jar whilst watching the two siblings perked up. The mouse fairy squeaked, catching the attention of the siblings. Based mouse? It flew above a cabinet and pushed a book with its tiny hind legs. This guy's working overtime, man. This mouse is just great. I'd keep this mouse. The book fell with a loud thump onto the floor, flipping open. Gretel cautiously went towards the open book, kneeling down. Oh, if it's Sweeney Todd, if we start murdering more people, I'll be pretty happy with this game. And why the little mouse fairy had shown it to them. Hansel went behind Gretel and leaned behind her. What does it say? It's Mother's recipe book. That's great! We could bake whatever the customers want. Yes, but... Gretel frowned at the book. That wench was paranoid. Hansel tilted his head as Gretel stood up with the book. She wrote all the damn recipes in riddles! At least she kept the base ingredients like butter, sugar, and flour written properly, though. Riddles? She even made the names different. Rabbit's feet, honey bee. We can't give up yet. Maybe we can get some hints from the customer on what recipe they want. Good idea. I'll ask the mayor what he wants. Sorry for the wait. You better be. Where's your mother? Hansel clenched his hands nervously. Mother went on a trip last night. She won't be back for a while. Oh, sorry, my bad. My bad. Chat, I'm sorry. The mayor raised his eyebrows with suspicion. On Easter? Yeah, it was emergency. And the mayor seemed keen on asking more, but his eyes flicked to his pocket watch and he sighed defeatedly. I'll have to get back home quickly with the bread, otherwise my wife will get mad. Hansel perked up. Why have people say calling them ugly? You don't think this guy's hot, dude? You wouldn't let this guy give you a bear hug? You wouldn't let this guy bake a cake for you? Bruh, my chat's not based. The new Andy and Leyley. Oh god, I didn't think about that. I don't think it's like that. I don't think it's like that. Good to hydrate, though. YouTube? Take a sip of water, okay? We're gonna be strapped in for a while. What type of bread? Isn't it obvious? Hefezopf. Hefezopf. I'm Canadian. Don't trust me to speak other languages. Did you all have it for Easter too? How would I know? That wench never let us try anything she made. Ah, sorry. I only know the baked goods by taste. It's my first day working at the register. Could you describe it a bit more? The mayor looked slightly perturbed, but he eventually sighed. You youngins need to be taught everything now, don't you? What, you don't know what the bread looks like and you're expecting me to just tell you? Come on! You piece of shit, how do you just not know? Come on! Hefezopf is a sweet, braided bread, eaten most usually for Easter. Some folks even call it Easter bread. Remember that. Don't go serving them bread with rabbit in it now. I suppose that's enough for you to recognize it? Hansel blinked. Yes, just give me a minute and I'll grab it from the back. Did you hear what he said? Yes. Hefezopf. He mentioned that it was for Easter. He even told me not to put rabbit in it by accident. How dumb does he think I am? You are pretty gullible. Wait, rabbit? I figured it out. Gretel flipped through the book with a grin on her face. Scoot over here. Look. She points at the book. You know I'm illiterate, right? I'm Hansel. I'm Hansel. Me, IRL. You know I'm illiterate, right? Just shut up and look at the book. Alright, alright. You decipher the riddle. I'll do the baking. This is the start of the tutorial. Alright, saved. Alright, each customer will want different things. The main characters will figure out what recipe it is, but the rest is up to you. Figure out what ingredients the riddles is hiding within. You will have 3 tries to get the recipe right, so no brute forcing the game. What do you mean? I have 3 tries to brute force. If you get 3 strikes, it'll be an instant game. Shit. Good luck. Chat, I'm gonna need some help on this one, chat. Chat? We're gonna need some help on this one. Let's bake, Hansel. Let's do this. Okay, recipe. Hefezopf. Typically eaten for Easter. More fragrance than a noble's perfume, yet necessary for its delicious floral notes. Which came first, the beginning or the end? Oh, the chicken. It's gotta be a chicken, right? It's gotta be eggs. The beginning or the end? Oh, fuck. Okay, it's gotta be eggs, right? It's gotta be eggs for the second ingredient. Oh, babe, just do it. Just make it now. You're on your own. What the fuck, chat? Don't forget to bloom it for assurance, of course. Okay, first ingredient. More fragrance than a noble's perfume, yet it's necessary for its delicious floral notes. So it's gotta be like... What is this, like rose? Poppy seed? That's like drugs, isn't it? Okay, you can make drugs out of it, but... This is a delicious floral notes. Vanilla? Vanilla. Vanilla, right? Blooming is yeast? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking vanilla for floral notes. Vanilla. I'm thinking vanilla, eggs, which came first, the beginning or the end, so eggs. And then the third ingredients, don't forget to bloom it, so yeast. Because that's the only thing, well, flower, but yeast makes it bloom, right? Yeast is what makes it grow. I'm thinking yeast, chat. Strikes 0. Look at this man. Is that the fairy godmother mouse? He's just taking a nap. He's like, I sleep. I sleep. Let's do this. Let's bake. It's done? Gretel stood over the loaf Hansel held in his hands. Whoa, that looks good, man. That looks like challah bread. Pretty good, right? It looks just like the one Mother bakes. Gretel swallowed. She stared at the soft bread and its crispy exterior. All she and her brother had ever tasted were commoners' hard bread, while stale and practically a weapon. Bro, imagine someone mugged you with bread. Imagine someone bonked you over the back of the head with bread. I'll take this out to the mayor then. And by the way, there's extras on the counter. Gretel's eyes gleamed. Her face broke out in a large grin before she ran towards the counter, where the mouse fairy had already been nibbling on a small torn-off piece of bread. Nice, we fed our sister and the mouse. We're good, big brother. Thank you, Hansel. Anything for my younger sister. Hey, watch what you say next, Hansel. Hansel chirped before heading through the door. This better not be another Andy and Leyley. Why, that was relatively quick. Thank you. The mayor checked his pocket watch and grinned. Well, I have some time. Why don't I help myself to a bit of the bread? Hansel swallowed nervously, but offered to cut the bread for him all the same. He watched carefully as the mayor tried the bread, not even noticing his sister peering from the back door with the same amount of anxiety. It's just as good as your mother's. Who's the baker? That's me. Well, if your mother wouldn't mind it, do consider working for me. It'd be good if I didn't have to walk all the way here every time I wanted some quality bread. Chat? It's too easy. I'm so good at riddles. Best riddle out here. Hansel smiled proudly. I'll be off then. Gretel came out the door. We did it! I can't believe you liked it. Gretel elbowed her brother lightly in the side. You couldn't have done it without who? Hansel laughed before patting Gretel on the head. I couldn't have done it without you. Gretel continued to make more comments about how great and unreplaceable she was until the next customer had arrived. Shit. Gretel stood by the register, looking absently into the walls. By the way, our stepmother's still just burning alive. Or burning dead now, but she's still in that oven. You think you'd start to smell something. She almost made a motion to leave to the back of the bakery until she heard the door's bell tinkle. Gretel swished around to see a lanky man entering through the doorway. Whew, welcome to the bakery! Gretel swallowed nervously. Hello? That's just a creeper, dude. Man's eyes were shut the entire time. His lips pursed together like he ate something sour. Gretel was a little unsettled, but he did seem familiar. Though nothing compared to her ego taking a hit at being ignored. Her smile became forced. What would you like to have? The man seemed troubled. At that moment, Gretel noticed some white... A sliver of white and pink light swooshed around Gretel before landing in front of Gretel. The mouse? Mr. Mouse? Gretel turned around to check the door and saw her brother lying on the floor in the kitchen. He lost to a rat? You're talking about a rat that murdered an old lady easily. And that old lady took your brother down constantly. So I'm just saying, this little mouse, this rat, he's strong. He's a big boy. That loser! Gretel looked back forward, afraid that they'd been caught and their whole shtick was over, and they'd be hanged and... The man who'd still had his eyes and mouths closed was apparently miming like a clown. He had not noticed any of the shenanigans happening, because his eyes were pressed together like his life depended on it. Gretel felt a tug on her apron. She looked down to see the mouse fairy in question, holding a piece of paper and pencil in its arms. Gretel's eyes widened. For the customer? Gretel gently picked up the paper and pencil and handed it to the man. Oh my god. Dude, this mouse is just really trying to keep us alive at this point. The man smiled excitedly and managed to write something down before sliding it back to Gretel. He's blind and mute, but he can write. He's literate. Hansel's not even literate. Oh my god. I have been cursed, Madame Tremaine. And according to the book, the only cure is the sweetest concoction the victim has tasted. For me, it was your Black Forest cake. I knew no other baker as swift as you to help me. Please be quick. I'll pay like any other customer, but do be swift. I could feel the ooze of slime squeeze out of my pores as I write. I have no less than an hour before I turn into a toad, so please aid me, Madame Tremaine. What kind of curse turns you into a goddamn toad like this? Also, it's just a mother. Gretel looked up at the man, and as the note said, his skin was shiny, and what looked like sweat at first glance was truly slime. If this were any normal day, I'd refuse and probably chase him out with a frying pan. But if he catches on to my attitude, he might get suspicious on why. Best to just play along. I mean, bro's gonna turn into a toad. He's not even a witness at that point. We will do your request. Please sit down at a nearby table. Customer nodded before slowly making his way to sit down. Love at first baked good. True. Gretel quickly swiped the mouse fairy, who squeaked as it was picked up. Rats in the kitchen. Chef would not like this. Chef would murder me. Straight up. Hansel, get off the floor. Hansel looked up from the floor, tired and clearly disheveled. Oh, what did the customer want this time? Gretel flipped open the book. How about you tell me how about you tell me how you lost to a mouse first? Hansel opened his mouth to talk, and then got up on his feet to answer. Humph. You really aren't gonna talk. I don't press you for every detail of your life. You bastard. If that customer wasn't odder than our neighbor's dog, we would have gotten caught immediately. I'm unsure. It was just eating stuff out of my hand until it flew towards the door and dragged me across the floor. That's a strong mouse. Stop laughing. Stop it. You lost to a mouse. A mouse. Hansel covered his face in abject shame, unable to defend himself. After Gretel had gotten enough of laughing, she wiped the tears off her eyes and flipped through the recipe book before finding the recipe required. Yeah, this mouse murdered someone in front of you. Please. Wild gâteau. The customer out front wanted Black Forest cake. Wild gâteau must be Riddle speak for Black Forest cake. Hansel thought for a moment, his hair still disheveled from the earlier scuffle. Can you figure out the ingredients? Huh, who do you think I am? Of course I can. Let's bake it then. Easy, okay. Second save. Let's bake, Hansel. Chat, I'm gonna win this. Easy. I can win. Let's do this. Okay, recipe. Do I try, chat? Or do I commit a war crime? Schwarzwalder Kirchtort. If we have any Germans in the chat, I'm sorry. Black Forest cake. Wild gâteau. Dark yet deliciously delectable. Though ground up, it looks like darkened ashes. Okay, that's obviously gotta be cocoa powder, right? It's gotta be. There's nothing else that's like brown. Yeah, okay. It's gotta be cocoa powder, okay. Do I actually have to click again? Okay, gotta be cocoa powder. Sweet and slightly tart, like being kissed twice. I mean, it's Black Forest cake, so it's gotta be cherries, right? Or is it lemons? It's gotta be cherries, right? It's Black Forest cake. It's got cherries, right? Cloud-like delicacy. Not even the sweetest dreams are so delightfully fluffy. It could, I mean, you could also say strawberries too, I guess, right? But Black Forest is cherries. At least in Canada, it's cherries. The only thing I could think of is, well, it's, okay, not sweet. Lemons aren't sweet, they're just sour. They're just tart. Strawberry, I would say strawberries or cherry. I'm gonna go with cherries, okay? It's gotta be cherries. It is in the US too, okay. Cloud-like delicacy, not even the sweetest dreams are so delightfully fluffy. Okay, fuck. Okay, this has gotta be flour, I guess? It's gotta be flour, right? Or cream. No. That would have been like whipped cream. I'm thinking flour. I was thinking cream too, like whipped cream. But it's gotta be flour, right? Because it's gotta be like a cake, right? Chat. I'm gonna go with, this is how I would imagine Black Forest cake is. Chocolate, like cherry cake. Let's bake. No! What? It doesn't tell you what you got wrong, chat. Oh no, chat. We're on strike one. Oh no, dude. We've angered the mouse. Do not anger the mouse again. Oh no. Okay, I mean, cherries aren't, I don't think of them as tart. I don't think of cherries as yeast, eggs, peanuts, poppy seeds, strawberries, oranges. No, it's gotta be cherries. It's fucking, it's gotta be the flour. Strawberry instead of cherry. Okay, I'll try that for a second. Uh-oh. Okay, it's definitely, it's, okay. Alright. Geb, you're banned. It's cherries. It's gotta be cherries. Okay. Flour? He's crying! We're making the mouse cry! We're making the mouse cry! Okay, we're gonna try cream. We're gonna try cream. Because it's making me think of whipped cream, even though it says cream. It's fucking whipped cream, dude! No! Why did you say cream? Okay. Alright, well, it was whipped cream. Chat, you're stupid. Gretel headed out the door with the cake quickly, looking around for the man. But before she knew it, a long, stretchy tongue launched from the shadows at the plate, tearing it away from her hands. Ew? The plate shatters on the wooden floor, and all that can be heard is a gulp. The man falls out of the shadows, convulsing. Hansel runs out of the noises, and grabs a broom in fear. And what the hell was happening to the man? What the oh gosh. What the actual Eek! Gretel hides behind her brother's shoulders as he held the broom ready to strike. I'm ready to hit this man. The door swung open, and he hopped away like the freak of nature he was. A few passersby shrieking as he almost hopped into them. Chat, I think we might have gotten the order wrong. When will this hellish day end? Never mind. Thud. What was that? I don't know. You check. Eek. Hansel opens the door to find. Gretel, come over here. Gah! The siblings dragged aside a woman who'd fallen on the ground outside. Why is Hansel smiling? Having someone block the door could be suspicious. Yup, good thing we moved her aside. Let's head inside. Let's head in now. Winemaker. Wait. Are you two seriously just gonna leave me out here? Yes. The based response. Not my problem. Gotta go. Thanks for popping in, Wild Moth. Have a good one. Depends. Are you a customer? How cruel. I have to pay to be treated like a person? Yes. Capitalism, baby. Well... Ha! You agree with me, right? No, we did help you. We moved you away from the door so you wouldn't get kicked by other customers. That's right. We've been nice enough. What are you, a beggar? We don't have spare cash. Move aside. Excuse me? I'm this town's esteemed winemaker. You should have some respect. Too bad. Don't care. I don't drink. I don't drink, Giga Chad. I collapsed because of this wretched order that the baker of this bakery placed, and then had the gall to cancel. Our mother? That's right, your mother. Your mother? That witch had kids? Well, yes. I can't believe it. She had kids before me? Yo, chat. Chat, I want to hear a big glug, a big... Yeah. Nice hydrate check right there. I'm calling it myself. The woman stood up abruptly, walking extremely close to the two siblings. Hey, step back. Is there something on our faces? How about you give us some space? I just simply cannot see the resemblance. Though, the woman stepped back a few feet. My eyes are what they used to be, and maybe you two look more like your father. The lady sighed. I really am starving. We're still open if you need something. And meet that wench? Absolutely not. She's out of town. Out of town? At this time of year? On Easter? What was that wench thinking? Did she even bake today's stock? I did. Humph. Then how about that? My nose is quite sharp. My eyes aren't the greatest, though. If the goods are good, I can smell them out immediately. This is bad. Can't let her into the shop. What if she smells mother in the oven? That's what I'm saying, dude. That thing's gonna stink, dude. You're gonna smell that. You ever leave meat on a fire for a while? It's gonna smell bad, okay? A lot of meat, it ain't gonna smell good. Okay? We did a lot of camping in Canada when I was a kid, okay? A lot of camping. A lot of fires. Responsibly held. We burnt a lot of stuff. Responsible stuff. I know what meat smells that's been burning on a fire for hours. Smiley face. Well, I apologize, but there is a stench in the shop right now. Hansel! Trust me. How come? Are you saying I can't go in? Yes, we burnt our morning bacon atrociously. For breakfast, I presume. But I thought you said you were the baker. How'd you burn something? Gretel realized she needed to help Hansel. I was making breakfast. Hansel gets up late, and I was hungry. You are truly that wench's spawn, then. Making mistakes like that can hurt your business, understand, little girl? Little? We understand. Please remain here. I'll be in the kitchen while Gretel takes your order. Dude, it just sounds like... Wait, what was that? Sorry. Clock caused the forest fires that gave NY the orange sky. I said when I was younger, not this last year, okay? Guys, I'm a NEET now, okay? I don't leave my house. I haven't touched grass in years. I just torture people in the basement. And with that, Hansel ran off inside the bakery, while Gretel curses him for leaving her behind. Well, what would you like to have? How about some... Oh, dear lord. Bienenstick Kutchen. Ashton Kutcher. You know, bee sting cake? Why didn't the fuck you say that first? Alright, I see. Well, please wait here. I'll be back with your order. They'll never find you, YouTube. You'll never find them in the basement. Hansel, the book. Where is I? Ouch! The mouse fairy apparently thought dropping the desired item of choice on a person's head was a good choice. Ugh, damn it, mouse. Thank you, mouse. Based mouse, once again. It's a fairy! Shut up. Gretel picked up the book and almost laughed. What is it now? We've got luck on our side. You mean the fairy on our side? Yeah, that, whatever. What I'm saying is, the book opened on the exact recipe we needed. Based mouse once again. Honeybee is the name here. Honestly, maybe Mother isn't very creative after all. Why? What's the actual name of it? Bee sting cake. Wow, how mysterious. Right? Anyways. I feel like the game is gonna end with them just running the bakery because everyone likes them a hell of a lot more than their shit stepmother. Like, the stepmother is just such a bitch that nobody ever questions why she just mysteriously disappeared one day. Let's bake, Hansel. Let's do this. Strike. Yes! Yes! Strikes reset, chat. It's too easy. Okay. The bean and stick kuchen, bee sting cake. Honey bee. Milky, yet soft. What dreams of flight are surrounded by? Mild sweet taste and a soft crunch. Tree critters love this one. 3. Fragrant and floral. Could I be any more obvious? No. I don't think you... I'm stupid. Okay, milky yet soft. What dreams of flight are surrounded by? I love baking, but I'm terrible at it. I'm a cook, not a baker. Ask me to cook anything, I could do it. Ask me to bake something, you're gonna get slop. No joke. Okay, chat? I'm a terrible baker. Bakery is a science, okay? Cooking is feeling. Cooking is love, okay? Pour your soul into that. Baking? This shit's a science. I ain't good at science, bro. Okay, milky yet soft with dreams of flight are surrounded by. So... milky yet soft. Mild sweet taste and a soft crunch. Tree critters love this one. Well, I don't think it's peanuts. It's gotta be almonds, right? Oh, shit. Sounds like cream again. I'm a baker. Bread is easy. Yeah, it is, because I got a bread maker. Okay, milky yet soft. That just sounds like the cream again, right? But this is bee sting cake. Honey. Honey's not even one of the ingredients, bro. Okay, we'll try cream. Milky yet soft. Mild. Oh, wait, is this... No, okay. Mild sweet taste and a soft crunch. Tree critters love this one. It's not peanuts. Peanuts aren't sweet. But almonds... Oh. Oh! Wait, no. Milky yet soft. Eggs are not milky. If this game puts that as eggs, I'm gonna punch a screen. Okay, mild sweet taste and a soft crunch. Tree critters love this one. Okay, it's definitely a soft crunch. Bee sting cake. It could be poppy seeds, right? But I think it's almonds. I think it's almonds. We'll try almonds first, okay? What kind of cake is this? Okay, fragrant and floral. Could I be any more obvious? That would just make me think of fragrant and floral. Vanilla? Bee sting cake. I would just think of vanilla. Again. It's gotta be vanilla again. It's 2 weeks, let's go! Yeah. Sorry, YouTube? We're back. Oh goody, you're done. Hurry, I've gotta clean up here. I'm done. Oh, you came in! The winemaker stood in front of the shop waiting. Well, it was quite breezy outside. Oh, of course. Thank gosh we finished on time. Well, I've got your cake. What kind of fucking cake is this? Oh, the woman's eyes brighten up. Do pack it up then. I'd rather have it in my vineyard. Of course. Whilst putting the cake in a box, Gretel realizes that maybe the winemaker smelled something suspicious. All right, here. Thank you. You better not tell your mother I bought something. She'll never live it down. I couldn't tell her even if I tried. And with that, the devilish smile. And with that, the winemaker left quickly. Nice, let's go. Banana cake? I love banana cake. Banana cake, banana bread. Ha ha ha. Oh gosh. The mouse fairy lands on Gretel's head, comfortingly hugging her however it could. Gretel stared at the fairy for a moment. Hasn't even been a day and you've grown so chubby. Are you talking to me? Of course not. You look like a malnourished twig. Femboy? Hey! I'm talking to the mouse. Stop forgetting the fairy at the end. He's so sad about it. He's like, I love that mouse fairy. It's so chubby. Gretel was poking the fairy's tummy affectionately. The fairy only squeaked. Perhaps it felt Gretel's affection. Well, if you're not going to say anything, I guess I won't be making anything for our trip. Hold on, wait. Gretel places the mouse down on the floor before walking behind Hansel hurriedly as he laughed. Gretel flipped through the books Gretel flipped through the book before deciding to chit-chat a bit while she looked through the book for suitable foods for travel. Remember Charming? The prince? I actually met him once. You? He wasn't as charming as his name, though. When I went up to talk to him, and maybe romance him, he called me dirty, as in disgusting. How dare he? I'm the cleanest woman for miles. The other wenches in town think they could throw in some fragrance and hide the truth. How do you know they use fragrance and not soap? Gretel quirked her eyebrow at him. Who do you think sold the fragrance to them in the first place? You? Hansel covered his mouth in shock as the puzzle pieces fit together in his head. You're the reason why all the women smell like vanilla in this town? I was gonna say, what do they sell? Is she just selling lemons and vanilla to people? The women are just rubbing fucking lemons and vanilla on their faces and pits. Nice. Honestly, some dudes out here smelling like they need to do that. Weren't you the one who said a rat ate it all to mother? Gretel smirked. I wasn't wrong. Those women were fighting for a bottle of my Ella fragrance like rats fighting for scraps. Gretel giggled. Ugh. I should have never told you I was selling sugar to the kids in town if they stole from their parents. That's a little bit worse. That's he's fattening up the kids. He's just giving them real sugar. You got to monopolize your sales. How come I had to share mine? Hansel glared at Gretel. Oh, this sounds good. Don't go deciding things without me. Oh, come on, you wouldn't know the difference between words and a scribble. I should get to choose. Ugh. Fine. What is it you chose? Versatility buns. No idea what they're actually called. Sounds good though, so. Oh, I feel like this one doesn't matter that much, but I'll save anyways. Okay, let's bake, Hansel. Let's do this. Okay, recipe. God fucking damn it, Data. I'm gonna cry. I'm so sorry to Germans. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Damn Fudenoodlen. Damp noodlin. I like that one. Steamed dumplings. Wait, what? That is not a travel food. Dumplings are... Bread is one of the best foods for travel. And you're making dumplings. Okay, versatility bun. Addictively nutty and slightly sweet. Versatile in use. Just like my nuts. Not very edible on its own, though it is used in a great variety of things. Just like my nuts. The truth was, neither came first. I can't say that again for the third time. Okay, added addictively nutty and slightly sweet. Versatile in use. Addictively nutty. Ugh. Okay, well, I assume peanuts, man. I'm assuming peanuts. We're putting the shell in whole, I guess. Alright. Not very edible on its own, though it is used in a great variety of things. And we like to just dip them in, you know? Dip those nuts in. You know, just like a little tea bag. Oh, dear Lord. No one quote this, okay? No clips. No clips allowed. Okay, not edible on its own. Used in a great variety of things, okay? So, what would that be? Flour? I mean, flour is edible. You can eat flour, okay, motherfuckers? It won't taste good, but you can eat it. We're gonna say flour on this one, I think. Peanut, yeast, egg. I mean, I guess yeast would work, but I'm thinking flour, because we haven't used it yet. And it said not very edible on its own. Okay, the truth was, neither came first, so I assume that's just eggs again. Because it did just say steamed dumplings. So I'm thinking eggs. Fuck off, dude. Never mind, chat, never mind. I was thinking flour because it is used in a great variety of things. Yeast isn't used for a great variety of things. Maybe it's not peanuts. It's got to be eggs. No, you know what? I think this has got to be flour, right? Maybe it's not peanuts. What else is nutty? Ugh, nutty. Ugh. Switch peanuts with almonds, or is flour switched with poppy seed? Fuck, this is the hardest. These aren't even riddles, man. This isn't almonds? Almonds are sweet-ish? I mean, this is gonna sound really degen, but I don't think I've ever eaten an almond by itself, okay? I think the last time I ate an almond, it was chocolate covered, okay? It was a chocolate covered almond. That was sweet, okay? I don't even think I don't, man, hey chat, you know why? You know why? Cause I ain't a goddamn nut chomper like y'all, okay? I ain't chewing on nuts every goddamn second of my life like you, chat. That's big. Okay, who said almonds? Who said almonds? You're banned. Who said almonds? Excuse me? Chat, it's not almonds. It's definitely peanuts. It's gotta be peanuts. There's no way it'd be nutty. Ugh. Okay, not very edible. I'm thinking sugar, but we'll try this, okay? Strike 2. Okay, let's try this. Fuck. Hansel brought out a tray of the buns. Their steaming aroma doing everything it could to completely disgust the siblings. Gosh, that smells disgusting. Okay, whoever said almonds in chat, they're banned. Isn't that your fault? How could you get the recipe wrong thrice? Oh, really? Sorry, I'm not perfect. Apparently no one can make mistakes ever. And that's not what I... Creak? Where? A man walked through the door. A man made of wood. A man made of wood? His joints made with balls aiding in movement? Excuse me, his balls? What? Though he looks strangely familiar, his long, pointy nose surely waved away any suspicions of seeing this man before. Excuse me? Who on earth? What are you? Ah, you don't even recognize me. Is this the woodsman? Wait, what? Was all my courting so meaningless you can't even recognize my voice? Farmer? Ha 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 ha. The gods have forsaken me. So, where is she? Who on earth are you looking for? And why the hell do you look like that? Your mother, the witch, the wench, and the audacity she had to curse me. So as is my right, I've come to take that wench's head. The man made of wood gripped a knife in his hand. Wait, she really was a witch. Wait, what? She dead, dude. That's not our fault. She isn't here. Lies, all lies. I've been waiting out there for an hour, so she's in here. Hiding like the rat she is. She's dead. Hansel, no! What? Hansel, not another word. We killed her just this morning, so there's no reason for you to be in here. Of course, the day I escape so I can get revenge, I have that stolen from me as well. First my humanity, and now... Gretel, I think we need to run. If I can't have that wench's head, I'll just have to take my bride instead. Hey, yo, Mr. Wood? Yo, he's hard. Pinocchio over here. He's hard. He's got that wood, if you know what I'm saying. Not a chance. Hansel spots the farmer walking towards Gretel. Gretel, get out of here! Huh? The farmer runs towards Gretel, but gets hit with the baking tray in Hansel's hands. Ugh! Though to little effect. Get over here! Ugh! The farmer stabbed Hansel. He quickly twisted the knife in Hansel's abdomen before pulling out the blade and walking towards a more and more frightened Gretel. Hansel could barely hear anything as blood poured out of his wound. Not even the screams of his sister were audible, and the world slowly turned dark for him. Bad end 4. Would or won't? Chat? Chat? I blame you. You got them murdered, okay? You know, while we're getting one of these endings... while we're getting these endings... You know, while we just got the bad ending, why don't we go back and get some more bad endings, okay? So let's just make some shit recipes, I guess. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Let's get yeast. Yeast. The triple yeast infection. Okay? It's done? Gretel stood over the loaf that Hansel held in his hands. What? I don't think I made that right, chat. I don't think I made that right. Pretty good, right? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. I didn't know yeast infections tasted that good. What? What? Suffering from success. Looks just like the ones Mother bakes. Oh, no. Does that mean she had a constant... Alright. Alright, okay. Gretel swallowed. Hey, yo. She stared at the soft bread and its crispy exterior. All she and her brother had ever tasted were commoner's bread. All stale and... Okay, let me skip ahead a little bit. Let's load that. That doesn't seem right. Right, chat? That doesn't seem right. I don't think... Is that a hack? Is that a cheat code? Is that like a cheat, chat? Vanilla. Wait, no, okay, wait. Poppy seeds. Hello, poppy seeds. Strawberries. Oranges. Bake. Bake. Okay, I guess triple yeast is a hack, okay? I guess triple yeast infection cake is a hack. Alright, well then. Ugh, whatever. Hansel, just serve that thing to him. Are you sure? I mean, it looks... I need an adult. You don't need an adult with me around. Triple yeast, again, is just the hack, I guess? Maybe that's the cheat code to just auto-win. Two siblings looked down at the bread. Hansel sighed and grabbed the bread before heading out the door. Well, here's your Hefezop. Were you growing the wheat back there? I've been here an hour. Marahan looked down at the bread and without looking, he pinched off a piece and threw it into his mouth. An hour? What on earth would your mother think? What was that mad woman thinking leaving the store to you and... Hey, you behind the door. Gretel peeks out the door carefully before stepping out and forward. Hello? You baked it, didn't you? Well, no, it was terrible, utterly terrible. How could you... The mare froze mid-sentence before choking. What's happening to him? I don't know, you deciphered the ingredients. You baked it. Blech. Maybe you got the whole recipe wrong. You're always so confident. Now that you're wrong, you're blaming it on me. Blech. How dare you? Okay, we just killed the mayor. Nice. The mayor collapsed with a large thump. Throw him in the fireplace. The mayor collapsed with a large thump, his face swollen and red. Perhaps he'd eaten something he was deathly allergic to. Ah! What do we do? We'll have to run. At that moment, the door swung open. The mayor's wife. Honey, where on earth have you been? Sweetheart! He's dead. And that Easter day, the two siblings were put to burn on the stake for the murder of the town's mayor. They screamed and yelled for mercy as the town populace surrounded them. And the tale of Hansel and Gretel spread through the land. To be wary of a pair of sibling bakers, for they may poison you too. Bad end 1. Overreaction. Alright. Riddle me sweets. Let's go to the second one now, okay? Let's bake Hansel. Let's do this. Okay, I'm thinking poppy seeds, I'm thinking peanuts, and I'm thinking yeast. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, that's wrong. Oopsies. This is the second load, okay. Gretel headed out the door with the cake quickly, looking around for the man. Before she knew it, a long stretchy tongue launched from the shadows, tearing it from her hands. Shouted on the floor, and all that follows is a croak. The man falls out of the shadows, convulsing. Oh, he did live. Hansel runs out at the noises and grabs a broom. What the hell? Oh gosh, oh gosh. What the actual Eek. Gretel hides behind her brother's shoulders. Okay, this is the same. Though it was in vain, as the man's body grew and ballooned, his skin stretching, and his eyes becoming bulbous and black. He looked up, as if in one last call for help from the siblings before the curse consumed him. I think their stepmother was kind of a witch, guys. I think their stepmother needed to burn. Actually. But it was too late. His face was covered in green, patchy skin, wet and slimy, covering the floor as it oozed from his pores. Croak. The siblings stared at him with nothing but fear, and he cried in rage. Oh! His tongue rubber banded out, and before Hansel could block it, the tongue hits him and flings him into the brick wall. Hey, yo, what is he doing? What you doing behind the frog, Hansel? Hey, yo, the frog hitting the grit? Excuse me. Getting ahead of myself. Hansel groans in pain. Ugh. His shoulder surely broken. Gretel, run! Don't watch this! Before Gretel can even make it to the door, Toad's tongue wrapped around her neck. This is too kinky for me, chat. And pulled her back swiftly into the Toad's mouth, even as Hansel yelled. And swallowed. Bad end 2. Hoppy hour. Hoppy hour. Cat jam. Yo, can I get a cat jam in the chat? Here, I'll pop it myself. Yeah, it's a cat disco, okay? Same thing. Okay, so that's another ending. Let's go to this one. Let's bake, Hansel. The Vor ending. Okay, my masterpiece. I'm thinking sugar, crystals. I'm thinking vanilla, sugar, and I'm thinking poppy seeds. Oh, that was wrong. Oh, that was wrong. Oopsies. Oh gosh, are you still not done? I'm trying, damn it. Hansel swings open the oven, forgetting about the thing still inside. And with a thud, the burnt corpse falls out. Ugh, Hansel! I told you to open the oven carefully, otherwise the body would fall out. Where are we supposed to hide it besides the oven? Can't we just chuck it outside? Oh great, of course chuck a burned corpse outside our dear little establishment in broad daylight. Ugh, here she goes again. Women, am I right, chat? With their logic and reasoning. Why do I need them again? Oh yeah, because I'm an idiot. If you've been blind this whole damn time, you should know how screwed we'd be. Mother may have been a wench, but she was a wench with roots with all the townsfolk. We'd be on the burning stake if we... We got the big schnauzer coming in. What was that? Oh gosh. The siblings turned around in time to see the winemaker at the door of the kitchen. Yeah, this bitch got a schnauzer. She popping her nose everywhere. She's sniffing. Doors swung open and the lady squinting intensely at them, her eyes glazed as if she was in deep thought. She's high. Gretel looks back and realizes the body. I apologize for marching in without knocking, but it was just taking so long. Say, is this the smell you two were talking about? It's quite... Lady closes her eyes to differentiate the notes. Revolting, but it isn't quite bacon. She opens her eyes and notices the charred mass behind the two siblings. What's that? Is that the thing you burned? The woman steps forward to get a closer look. Gretel can't breathe. She can't get executed. Not now. Hansel, do something. Another one for the oven. The lady stopped walking. Oh my god. Hansel moves swiftly, grabbing a butcher's knife which he had been hanging above. Is this a joke? That perfume, I can smell it. It's so faint. Chop. Hansel quietly stood behind the woman and raised his arms. Wait, this is literally the coffin of Andy and Leyley. What? He's gonna kill the guard right now. And it's coming from that thing! And let gravity do the rest of the work. Ugh. Hansel's chest heaves as he stares down at his feet. Now we have another body to take care of. Hansel stares at the red at his feet, the handle of the butcher's knife still clenched tight, though the blade swayed slightly at his heaving. I'm going to lock the door and close early. Hansel swallows. He hasn't had anything to eat since morning, and neither has Gretel. Click. It'd just be such an awful waste, wouldn't it? All that meat would be such a shame. What was that? Say, Gretel. Aren't you just so hungry, too? Well, now that you mention it, can't we just eat to our heart's content? Just this once. We can leave and run as far as the eye can see after. But you know... Hansel motions downwards with the knife towards the body. Gretel's eyes follows and widens. We've never even had much meat, have we? Gretel, despite the obvious alarm she should be feeling, she swallowed. Bad end 3. Eat or be beaten. I don't know why that's a bad ending, honestly. Hey, that seems like a good ending, man. The rat is just also munching down, by the way. The fairy the mouse fairy, just like, join in, guys. It's free food. Alright, okay, so we got those endings. Let's go back and actually beat this shit, okay? Let's do this. Leroy! Okay, seriously, chat, what do we do? Seriously, chat, what do we do? What is this? Addictively nutty and slightly sweet. Versatile in use. Okay, but peanuts aren't, like, versatile. Maybe it's poppy seeds. Guys, do you know what poppy seeds taste like? Maybe poppy seeds. I'm thinking it's eggs. It's gotta be eggs for the last one, okay? Almonds. Fine, we'll try almonds again for this guy. This dude. Okay, and then you said poppy seeds? Almonds, poppy seeds, eggs? Do you wanna... You wanna explain again? You wanna say something now? Yelling at me? Here, we'll even try something else instead of poppy seeds. What do you want me to try instead of poppy seeds? Come on. Come on, chat. Try peanuts instead. Okay, let's try peanuts. Yeast. He says yeast. Okay, let's try yeast. That's a fail. Just do triple yeast. The yeast infection. The yeast infection special. it's, it's the cheat code. It worked twice. Oh my god, it worked twice. I can't believe it, chat. I cannot believe this. Oh my god, that's crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. Okay, alright, chat. We might come back to that one, but for now, the yeast infection special is working. Hansel brought out a tray of the buns. They're steaming, enticing the taste buds of the siblings. Wow, couldn't have taken any longer, huh? Oh, shut up. You're the one who messed up the recipe 2 times. Hansel poured vanilla sauce over the buns as instructed in the recipe before getting ready to pack them. How is this dumplings? Gotta be a translation error here somewhere. Ugh, I'll go check. Of course a customer comes by when we're about to eat for the first time in hours. It looked good, though. Hold on, take this. Hansel slid a plate of buns towards Gretel. Tell them we're out of everything and this is all we have. Oh, good idea. Gretel strides out the door carrying the plate before seeing the most unusual customer. He seemed familiar. Well, as familiar a man made of wooden with a long pointy nose could get. Though with the advent of a toad-cursed man and a mouse with wings, it drastically changed Gretel's view on what to judge. Welcome to the bakery. We're unfortunately out of everything, so... The man nodded, though he looked forlorn. Can I help you? The man shook his head. He glanced back at Gretel's face before dropping some coins and taking the buns. Then, as he was about to leave... If your mother is here, tell her to visit the windmill the next night. Tell her I've found out her secret. Wait a second. Wait a second, just... Ugh, I'm thirsty. Chat, wait. You're telling me that man was ready to murder both of us? Like, just slice, and dice us. He saw some juicy buns on the table and was just like, my murderous rage is gone, actually. Just gonna go munch on some bread. I'm gonna eat that cake. You know what I'm saying, chat? You know what I'm saying? He said, there's some nice buns. I'm gonna eat that cake. The man made of wood swiftly left, leaving only questions behind. A melancholy air filled the bakery. Hansel walked out of the kitchen. Honestly, you gotta be so proud of yourself as a cook/baker that you just stopped a murderer in his tracks. He looked to where the fairy had appeared that very morning. He realized that perhaps this truly was a sign from the gods that they hadn't given up on him. That this was an opportunity to fight for what he wanted. But there were losses too as well. Hansel couldn't risk safety for dreams. Not after what happened with their parents. Alright, the day's over, Hansel. We can leave now. Aren't you excited? That wench can never hurt us. Never again. Hansel nodded quietly before heading to the back of the bakery. Weird. Wasn't there a mouse? Ugh. The siblings' head ached from a migraine. What mouse? No! No! Not the bad ending! No! 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 Nothing. Let's just get on with it. Gretel helped him loot the bakery of all it had. They packed all the valuables from their mother's room into bags before inevitably running off together, as always. You escaped. Normal end. Are you sure you didn't forget something? Oh, there was blood there. Wait! Wait, how do I get the good ending, bros? How do I get the good ending? Give me a second. This fucking mouse has to come with us, okay? This mouse has to come with us. There's no shot. I'm not leaving without the mouse. I'm not leaving without the mouse, chat. Okay? But I also don't know. Use triple yeast. I wonder if you can't get it without the cheat code. With the cheat code, maybe the triple cheat code doesn't work for this. Okay, try the buns. Wait, you're the one who messed up the recipe 2 times. Never mind, chat. I think... Wasn't there a mouse? Yeah, I think the cheat code makes it so that you have to get the bad ending. I think the cheat code makes it so you took too long. Let's do that. Yeast, eggs. Holy shit! That was the only combination I hadn't tried yet. Okay. YouTube, we're back. Okay, steaming taste buds. Okay, couldn't have taken any longer, huh? Wait, what? Oh, shut up. You're the one who messed up the recipe 6 times? Wait, what? I didn't... 6 times? Six times? It's keeping track. Okay, chat, do we remember every recipe? We gotta remember everything now. Okay, chat, we have to remember everything. Oh, no, not skipping. Okay. Okay, vanilla. Eggs. Yeast. Skip. Let's bake. The game remembers everything. Okay. Cocoa powder. Slightly sweet yet tart. Okay, cherries. And then cream. So saving doesn't matter. Saving doesn't matter. Dude, that's fucked up. Oh. Is that different this time? Oh, did I do that wrong? Shit, did I just do that wrong? Blah, 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 blah. What on earth? Why'd you throw it at him? I thought you meant he was on fire. Ugh. Are you alright? Thank you. Strange man stood up straight, his eyes finally opening. You aren't. And then looked at the 2 siblings with shock, his hands shaking. Did I get it wrong? Like 3 times in a row? Oh my stars. Yes, we apologize. Mother wasn't here. Then who? My brother. Gretel reached an arm out to Hansel before pulling him to her side for the man to see clearly. He's the baker. My goodness, thank you, young man. But... Hansel felt Gretel elbow his ribs. What I meant was, you're welcome. We were more than happy to help you in your curse. Did I get it wrong every time? Haha, yes. Suppose you are Madame Tremaine's beloved children. You are aware of her clever business tactics. Business tactics? Could it have something to do with curses? Let's play it safe for now. Of course we do, but say, how do you know Mother? What did I do? I'm the librarian of the town's library. So that's why you were familiar. You can read, young lady? Yes, I used to frequent the library last winter. Awfully busy during summer, so I didn't have time to recently. We found a secret? I see. Say, Mr. Librarian, how come you were cursed? Well, it's all your mother again. Seeing the siblings' shocked faces, he quickly corrected himself. Well, it wasn't her who cursed me. She just hired me to research more curses. You know, to curse her competitors and whatnot. Oh well, I'm not the one using the magic myself, so it's not my responsibility what your mother does with the spells I find. Of course not. Well, I best be off then. I'll be sure to spread word about the daring new heir baker, just as good as his mother. Chat, I think we messed up that recipe multiple times. Librarian laughed before heading out the door. Wait a second. Thud. What was that? Okay, that's all the same. Let's bake, Hansel. Let's do this. Okay, bee sting cake. So we did this, right? We did cream. We did almonds. We did vanilla. Smells even better than the one your mother bakes. Wait, it's different this time. Picks up the fork and stabs a piece off before eating. Delightful. I'm glad. How about you send me a cheeky letter whenever your mother is out of town? I promise I'll be visiting. Of course. Well, we'll be long gone by the next time. Alright, my vineyard needs tending, so I'll be off now. If your mother dies or something, send word and I'll be your regular. The woman chirped playfully, not noticing that Gretel looked very, very alarmed. Ha ha, yeah, sure. She didn't catch on to us now, did she? What happened? We might be seeing the secret ending if we can get the last recipe right, which was poppy seeds, yeast, eggs. Oh gosh. Mouse Fairy lands on Gretel's head, comfortingly hugging her however it could. Gretel stared at the fairy for a moment. Pfft, hasn't even been a day and you've grown so chubby. You talking to me? Okay, let's skip ahead. Let's bake. Okay, that wasn't the last recipe yet, so that's why. Okay, maybe you can save here? So, okay, so it was poppy seeds, yeast, and eggs. Hansel brought out a tray of the buns. They're steamy and enticing, the taste buds of the siblings. Thank God, I'm starving. Poured vanilla sauce over the buns as instructed in the recipe before getting ready to pack them. Ugh, I'll go check. Of course, a customer comes by when we're about to eat for the first time in hours. Gretel peeks through the door and to her horror, maybe wonder. Man made of wood. Long pointy nose, surely waved. Gosh. You just gonna watch the customer like a creep through the crack of the door? Eek! God, can you blame me? The mouse fairy who just sat on Gretel's head looked through the crack as well. See the mouse? Fairy? Fairy also thinks this guy is odd. Hansel rolls his eyes before looking through the crack and takes approximately 10 seconds of silence before saying, "Isn't that just the farmer?" Excuse me. No, it's not. I've seen the farmer before. The man is nothing short of a menace, but even I can tell when someone is made of skin and bones and not wood. I mean, look at his nose. Gosh. Hansel shrugs. I'll ask him then. You'll what? Before she could stop him, Hansel grabbed a plate of buns as a peace offering before walking towards the wooden man. Excuse me. Where is she? Sorry, who? That witch. The one who cursed me. Mr. Farmer, please do calm down. You recognize me? Well, it's hard not to. I'm literally made of... How? The farmer shook his head, his nose, well, somehow at least he'd smelled the aroma of the versatility buns that Hansel had brought with himself. Pray tell, what are those? Oh, they're just something I whipped up just now. Would you like them? The farmer paused before tentatively nodding. I'll eat them. The aroma of vanilla and fresh bread filled the air for the farmer. Truly, the journey was a hectic one. He traversed through towns and towns after escaping that damned circus, that witch. What? That witch head. The farmer took a bite of the buns. Are you alright? I apologize. I'm simply so tired. Do you know of the crimes your mother has committed, Hansel? The farmer glanced at Hansel's left hand, a missing finger still so evident. Though from the looks of it, you are not a stranger to her cruelty. Gretel, who'd been listening through a crack in the door, glanced at the large burn on her knee. Little Mouse Fairy crawled to her leg, hugging her knee where it was burned. Please, Fairy Mouse. Gretel simply smiled before continuing to listen to what the farmer had to say. He's like licking it, healing it. That wench! I found out her solution to having a monopoly in this town. She'd been cursing her competition, and me as nothing but a witness. Found out as well. I'd come by to discuss the proposal of marriage between me and your sister, as you are aware. And that's when I saw that woman's dark magic at work. Her skin morphed like a gelatinous substance as she chanted the spells. I never felt more terror. Even as she spotted me, running was no use. She'd already seen me. My curse, which had subsided as a child, came back, and was captured by a traveling circus. Wait, curse, wait, you were Pinocchio the whole time, farmer? I came back for revenge. Mother is out of town. I presumed. I've never seen you work in the front house, Hansel. Though, the wooden-faced farmer stood out of seat. If that wench returns, do send her a letter. I'd like to have a word, or many. Right. But why is he telling me? The man simply nodded with his frankly unsettling head before leaving. Hansel thought about the food he'd made today. He learned how to cook mostly out of necessity. He hadn't even eaten meat in weeks. Fresh bread was out of the question. Will I ever have an opportunity to keep baking and cooking whatever I want? Whenever I want? Gretel would never agree to staying, not after we'd escaped Mother's grasp. But Mother isn't here anymore. Hansel looked to where the fairy had appeared that very morning. He realized that perhaps this truly was a sign from the gods that they hadn't given up on him. That this was an opportunity to fight for what he wanted. Baker. Baker. The Baker dream. Is he gone? Thank gosh. Alright, the day's over, Hansel. We can leave now. Aren't you excited? That wench can never hurt us. Never again. But she isn't here anymore, Gretel. Don't tell me you actually want to stay. Hansel. Hansel looked away. Hansel, we can't risk it. The risk is too much. Who would know what happened to her? We could use her as fertilizer. Gretel, for the first time in our lives, God has not forsaken us, and yet you want me to throw away this opportunity? This bakery could be our path to wealth, luxury. We could eat whatever we wanted to, however much we wanted to. I can't accept it. You only... Gretel frowned. You only get to say that because you can bake. Of course you'd want to stay. Gretel! Hansel, I understand. This is your way of saying we should split up. It's a good thing I'm more intuitive than you. I can pick up on these. Gretel, that's the only thing I know. I can't run this business alone. Are you suggesting we work together then? Isn't that what we've been doing all day already? Once we earn enough, we can hire someone else to clean. We'll never have to touch another broom. So, what do you say, Gretel? Yo, the baker's dream. Only if I get half of the profit. Oh, why can't you ever end things on a nice note? Wouldn't be me without it. The fairy mouse! Mouse fairy squeaked, landing on Gretel's head like always. I feel like the fairy has favorites. What, are you jealous of a mouse now? You're so annoying. You're so annoying. And thus, the siblings ran the bakery together. Gretel working at the front of the bakery, and Hansel at the back. They buried their problem, and lived happily ever after. Good end. It's not what you want, it's what you need. Wait, okay. Actually though? Let's go, chat. Let's go. Big. Why does it look like the completely different art, though? Why are they, like, chipified? I don't know. Good end. It's not what you want. It's what you need. Yippee! Ads right at the end. Get fucked, chat. Oh, that's funny. I like that. Okay. Alright, chat. Alright, YouTube. Thanks for watching. That is Riddle Me Sweets. I really enjoyed it, actually. I like that touch of horror. You know, the fairy tales killing us off and stuff like that. Every, you know, Pinocchio. You got the toad. The guy who turned into a toad. Which I guess you can solve his in 2 different ways. Maybe it's actually how fast you click on the things, too. I'm not sure. But this game was pretty good. I liked it a lot. The wholesomeness of the brother and sister, you know, especially since unlike a certain game that we've mentioned a few times, you know, it didn't take a weird turn in one of the endings. So I was really happy that it was just a wholesome ending. I did like that cannibalism ending, though. I'm not gonna lie. That cannibalism ending, that was good. That was some good horror stuff right there, okay? So, anyways, if you liked the video, by the way, YouTube, maybe, if you liked the video, leave a like on the video, please. It helps me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more horror games, visual novels, RPG Maker games, you know, variety games. That's all on the channel. We upload daily. I'm sure you'll, if you like this, I'm sure you'll like my other stuff, so give it a chance, okay? All my current subscribers, thanks so much. We recently hit 7K. We're almost 8K already after that. Pretty sweet. So thanks a lot, guys. Anyways, this has been Clock, and have a good one, okay? Bye. Peace.